Hello, everyone, and welcome. It is so nice to be here with you. This is Roger, of course, with Grubus Games Unlimited, the creator of the Avalon Adventure board game, kind of down here, and of course, Dungeon Crusade. And hello, welcome. And of course, to all the new subscribers here, thank you. It's nice that you're here, and maybe you're just someone who found this video in this series or you found the Dungeon Crusade YouTube channel. So we welcome you. But to everyone here, thank you for your time, your interest, your excitement, and support with the game. All of us are sincerely grateful to you. And definitely for this series, consider subscribing to the channel. There's going to be a lot of videos we're going to get out right away. So the button is right below there. So please consider subscribing so you don't miss any of the videos in this series. I've been truly looking forward to this video series for a while now. Of course, we're going to be learning how to set up and play both the Avalon Adventure board game and Dungeon Crusade. And I think this is going to be a very fun video series, but also very informative and get you acclimated to these games quite quickly. So if you're a long-time subscriber, a new subscriber, or you're just here to hang out with us, I greatly welcome you. And again, I'm glad you're here. First, I do want to go over a few things with you about this introduction video and the videos that will follow. This introduction video is like a meet and greet in a way. Some of you know me, but I did want to give new people a very brief history on me and what inspired me to create the Avalon Adventure board game and Dungeon Crusade over the years. So we're going to take a quick trip down memory lane, and I am sure you have played some of these games you'll be seeing further along in this video. And please let me know in the comments section some of these games that you may have played or other ones you would like to chat about. We'll get to this in just a little bit. But if you're someone who is here and you have a copy of Dungeon Crusade, you will most certainly want to watch a great unboxing video I did a few months back. This is a quite girthy game, so I wanted to take the time to hang out with everyone and show them and recommend the best way to store a game like Dungeon Crusade and the Avalon Adventure board game. So have a look in the description of this video for a link to the unboxing video. There is a lot of good information in that video that I would like you to know, and I'm right there throughout to help you with everything. So I think this next part will be a bit fun for you, and hopefully you find it interesting. It's just a little history on me and the game. Years ago, I set out to break the mold of the fantasy adventure, RPG, dungeon crawl genre and give fellow gamers and people something innovative, thematic, creative, immersive, challenging, and fun. I'm a die-hard soloist board gamer, so I built the Avalon Adventure board game and Dungeon Crusade from the ground up for the soloist gamer, but it can be played co-op just as easily. Ever since I was young, I've been incredibly passionate about fantasy adventure, RPG, and dungeon crawl types of games. I grew up playing games like Hero Quest, Milton Bradley's Dark Tower, Warhammer Quest, my Games Workshop, and my personal favorite, Dungeon Quest. But I also love those PC RPGs from that golden era, as I call it. I'm going to move these out of the way. So games like the Eye of the Beholder series for PC, Neverwinter Nights, the Ultima series, especially Ultima 5, Warriors of Destiny, and Ultima 7, the Black 8. Those are incredibly awesome. As I said, Eye of the Beholder, Might and Magic, Icewind Dale. I had these back in the day and played them when they came out, but I recently got them for my PS4. I highly recommend these. So Icewind Dale, the Wizardry series, and my personal favorite, again, I played this back in the day, it's one of my favorites, Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, of course, with expansions. And I am a huge Diablo junkie. Of course, Diablo 2, the expansion, and of course, Diablo 3, and the expansion. My point is, I love these games, and I'm going to go into the vault for this one, way back, Dragon Warrior for the NES. I could name so many other games, Breath of Fire from the Super Nintendo era, Final Fantasy, but we would be here an hour if I pulled all of these games out to show you. I poured a ton of creativity, imagination, thematic storytelling, passion, and ingenuity into designing Dungeon Crusade and the Avalon Adventure board game. I wanted to give fellow gamers and people genuinely a brand new experience, and of course all of the amazing art from the fantastic artists that I had the pleasure and honor of working with on both of these games. Also, I wanted to give you guys a glimpse of the 60 unique quests that I crafted and wrote for Dungeon Crusade. I love storytelling and thematic storytelling. So through all these quests, you're going to learn a lot about the world building and lore I created for Avalon. But also your heroes are going to meet many, many NPCs, fellow heroes, good and bad factions, and just so much more through the 60 unique quests. The stories are on the front of the cards, and on your reverse side you have your objective and setup. Also in this introduction video, I did want to touch on the Avalon Adventure board game. This is a game you can play prior to playing Dungeon Crusade. Your heroes will start up at Hope's Reach, and their goal is to traverse the land of Avalon in search of the 3 runes of eternity that'll shatter the curse on the dungeon to allow them entry. Within this game, you will most certainly learn a lot about the world building and lore I did for the land of Avalon, which I was super passionate about. Also, I wanted to show you the adventure cards. These are all double-sided, and there is an adventure card for each one of the regions. All totaling, there's 259 unique events, encounters, battles, and situations, and some flavor text I wrote to draw you into the whole experience. And the nice thing is, this is a choose-your-own-adventure, but with a twist. Every time you play, your heroes will have a different outcome, even if you take the same path. Okay, so wrapping up this introduction and meet and greet video, let me say that all of the videos that will follow in this series are going to be very direct and to the point on teaching you how to set up the Avalon Adventure board game and Dungeon Crusade, and teaching you how to play both of them. We're planning to have quick stop and go edits where I will say, okay, put your Avalon Adventure board in the center of the table. Then that will end and we'll go into another segment where I'll say, okay, place your hero cards at the bottom of the Avalon board, etc. Next step, next step. Also, I highly recommend for you, in a way, to play along at home with me. What I mean is, feel free to have your game out, pause the video after I show you something, and go ahead and do it in your game. I believe by doing this hands-on approach, you'll get very acclimated to these games very easily, and I think you'll have fun with it. Lastly, as I've said many, many times, these games are not hard at all. They are extremely approachable. They are very girthy, of course, and I think that scares people off a bit. But the game mechanics you'll learn about are very easy to grasp and are quite easy to retain. I think a player's mind should be on the fun stuff in the game, like using strategy, tactics, and planning with their heroes, leveling up their heroes, opening treasure chests, fighting monsters, and discovering new loot to equip, and everything else that goes with these types of games. Also, check the description of this video for the brand new quick reference guide. Feel free to download it and follow along in the series. This quick reference guide was designed to get you set up and playing very quickly and get you acclimated to Dungeon Crusade. This truly came out excellent. And then you could use your Crusader's Handbook if you want more in-depth or details about a certain game mechanic. These following videos will not be very wordy or verbose, other than teaching you what you need to know about both of these games. However, I will be making a few side notes on important things that I would like to let you know about, such as some rule clarifications, a few different game variants that you may like to try, and some recommendations on playing each of these games. As we close out here, the next video in the series will be an overview of the Avalon Adventure board game and of Dungeon Crusade. I think you'll enjoy this, and you'll learn a great deal in what your heroes must accomplish in each of these games to be victorious. Then, in the following video, we're going to get right into how to set up the Avalon Adventure board game. Thank you to everyone for your time, interest, and excitement for the game and this upcoming series. I love you guys, and it was really great to hang out with you for a bit and finally get into this long-awaited video series. I hope everyone has a great day, stay safe, and happy gaming. I will see you in the next video. Talk to you soon.